Hello, how are we all doing? So today's video is for anyone who has a child that is struggling to read from the age of 8 years old, 9 years, 10 years, 11 years old, 12 years old. So, yes, so this video is for you. Now, how can you teach your child to read? Like I always say, parents, you have to understand that school is just a tool in your parenting journey. And when it comes to learning, when it comes to school, you are the gatekeeper. When it comes to learning, you are the gatekeeper of your child in that aspect of life. So it is your duty to decide whether to open the gate or shut the gate. What am I trying to say here? If you have a child that is in the age of that is age 8 that is still struggling to read, please listen to this video. Stop saying that, oh, I have a very tight schedule, I don't have time to do this, to do that. Please prioritize this, because it will affect them in school, their academics, if they don't know how to read, if they are struggling to read. Even in life, if they are struggling to read, it is going to affect them. Even if they become entrepreneurs tomorrow and they are struggling to read, it then means that they won't be able to go very far in that business they have created for themselves. So please, this is very, very important. It's a key aspect of life too. Okay, so what do we do? Anyway, as a parent, you don't have to panic about this. Why? Because when you panic, your child sees it, and this will begin to affect their self-esteem and also their confidence. Remember, always have this at the back of your mind. Whatever action you are taking, whatever step you are taking in doing anything that has to do with your children, you have to put their self-esteem into consideration and their confidence into consideration. So you have to do what? Work with your child's teacher. Yes, work with your child's teacher. Go to school, find out what is happening. You have to work with your school, your children's school. For you to milk out the best, you have to work with your child's teacher. Find out what is happening. You can also ask for evaluation. I believe that before then, the child's teacher must have started, showing concern, telling you that, oh, look, I noticed that this child is struggling with reading and so on. But let's assume that the child teacher is not seeing these things, but you, the parent, is seeing it. You walk to the child teacher, ask the child teacher, how is my child's performance in school? Yes. Do you know that there are kids that can read silently? They can read in their mind, but when you ask them to read out, we have a lot of youth that is also going through this. When you ask them to read out, if they read, you will be looking for who is reading, because you will actually see that this person is struggling to read. But they read stories, they read, but they don't read out. They read it in their mind. They don't read out. So you see, you need to help your child tackle these things at the early stage. So you meet the teacher and find out what is happening. And then you can also ask for evaluation of your child, you can ask for evaluation to know if the child is having a reading problem. There are a lot of adults today that have dyslexia without even knowing. So these are the things you need to find out. Now, however, you don't have to wait for your child's teacher report. You don't have to wait for evaluation from anywhere. You have to act immediately. Yes, you have to act. Remember, whose child are they talking about? We are talking about your child. So you have to act. So that is why I always say you are the gatekeeper. So you have to leave that back seat you have been sitting on to get to the front, to do the needful. And there's this trick I want to teach you. Do you know that anything an outsider is teaching your child, a teacher is teaching your child, if you try to teach your child that, do you know that your child will learn that thing faster from you than from that teacher? Why? That child is your child. 1, 2, you will create a better learning environment for that child. And you've already understood your child's learning style. So first of all, you have to find out, because there is a saying, not every school is good school for your child. This school might be good for your child, for your neighbor's child. The fact that the school is good for your neighbor's child does not mean that that school is good for your child. So you see, you have to ask so many questions before even enrolling that child in that school. You understand? So maybe that's why I said you have to work with the teacher. You have to get report from the teacher. You know if they are even using your child's learning style to teach in that school. Remember, the word does not belong to your child. So you can't find a school where they teach with that's your child's learning style. No. But there are schools that tries to accommodate different learning styles while teaching a particular thing, because they understand that the children they are teaching does not have the same learning styles. One of these days, I will make a video on learning styles. So the first thing you do, having taken charge of this situation, the first thing you do is to go check your child's vision and hearing, and check to know if it is very okay. If it is okay, start the work with your child. Now, please, I hope you're able to pick up something from this video. Yeah, I hope you're able to pick up something. And I see my video for the first time, please like, share, and comment. And please, take this hug. We love you so much. And please, 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 like, share, and comment. These are the things that encourages me to bring value to your doorstep. See you guys in my next video. Bye.